Now, did you teach yourself to paint, or did you take classes? Your paint jobs
No,
are
I
incredible.
didn't take any classes. I just, I knew you started out with a white base, and I do that still, and then mix the colors just from habit,
Mm-hmm. Well,
But I don't like. I like a little bit of suntan looking color,
mm-hmm. Your paint jobs are incredible.
Well, thank you.
The first time I actually got to hold one of your figures, I was in Florida visiting Don Woodford.
Oh, okay.
You know Donald. You got to know Donald. He probably has more of your figures than anybody
He does.
else.
He does.
He's a great guy. And he said, "Oh, you've got to try this. You've never held one of Conrad's figures." And the mechanics were incredible. The carving was incredible. Did you teach yourself the mechanics, or did Foy help you with those?
Well, after Foy got me started basically with the pattern type thing. But then I started getting in Frank Marshall figures from friends for little repairs, broken string, or whatever. And I started studying Frank Marshall figures, and I noticed the mechanics were hard, like the moving eyes and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept trying to figure out what was wrong. And sometimes he would cut the mouth a little too wide, and on the sides there would be a split years later down in the paint job. And of course he screwed the back half to the front half, and there would also be a split there because of wood moving,
Mm-hmm.
But so I figured, okay, we're going to try to improve these things. So anyway, on the like a pulley, which I still use a pulley for the mouth, instead of the direct pull, I use a backwards pull.
Okay.
So that your bar in back extends from the mouth in the back of the head, and then it gives it more leverage. So that's something that I just discovered by mistake almost. The moving eyes, I just came up with my own moving eye system and my own self-centering eyes and things like that. And it works. It works well. I finally figured out that you can glue both halves of the heads together forever, and the paint will never split along the neckline, which was so common in all the Marshall figures coming in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I do a good trap door in the back, so you never have to take the two halves together anymore, and made a better control stick. For some reason, Marshall control sticks were not very good.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, I still liked the greatest thing I think he did was his proportions in facial features. And I keep telling people, if you take a Marshall from 1941 and you take the width of the head, I can almost give you the depth of the head and every measurement on the head, because no matter whether he made a big or a small figure, the proportions were the same. Where the eyes were, where the mouth was in relation to everything else. And once I figured out that, I knew why his figures always looked, decent on television and things like that.
Mm-hmm.